Okay, welcome to the weekly share of the Zera Shimshon. Before I begin, I want to mention that it's Yud Daled today. Now, as of after Shkia, it's Purim Katan, and it's Yud Daled Adar Aleph. And yesterday, Yud Gimel was my son-in-law's birthday, as well as it would have been Tainus Esther if it would have been a second Adar, but fortunately he gets to celebrate this year because it's not a Tainus. Usually his birthday is on Yud Gimel. The second thing is that we've had a number of simchas. I know the people in the family know this already, but I just got a call a little while ago that my grandson Menachem Goodman just became engaged to Adina Katz. So I would really wish them a mazel tov and hatzlacha rabba inve agafen, and they should be able to buy a Snowman B'Yisrael. Second thing is, going back a week, last Shabbos, my daughter Devorah had a baby boy, Baruch Hashem, in Cleveland, which is where my wife is now. And about 3 weeks ago, I think it's a month already, my other daughter Tova had a girl, Elishava. So everybody we should only hear Besaras Taivais and Yeshuas and Nechamais and have a lot of Hatzlacha and everything you do. Okay, so I know that last week was a little long, so I'm going to make this one short. As short as I possibly can. Okay. Anyway, it says the future wall and its stones. Okay. It says Hatura Ravi Tarshi Shoyam V'Oshve Mishu Batsim Zahav Yu B'Miloaisam. In the fourth row of the Chayshin was the Tarshish, the Shoyam, the Ashve, and they shall be of golden settings with their fillings. Now, I'm not going to translate these stones. If you want to go into it, it's very fascinating to look into Rabbi Kaplan in the Living Torah. He brings a number of different opinions what it is. And then there's another sefer called the Shevet Musar. He has another sefer, I can't remember right now, that goes into all the details about what these gemstones were a segula for. And it's very fascinating. All right. Anyway, the Gemara in Baba Basra elucidates the verse, I will make your battlements of fine stones. The battlements means, that's a pasuk in Yeshayahu, which is referring to the future walls of Yerushalayim, which we have, Be'ezras Hashem b'mehera v'yameinu. One opinion is that they will be built with the Shoham stone, and the other opinion is that they will be constructed with the Yashvet stone. Hashem said, we will build it from both types of stones. Why dafka these stones? We know that the names of Yosef and Binyamin were engraved on the Shoham and the Yashveh stones. Shilta Giborim points out that the Shoham stone was an asset for a person's memory and eyesight. And this is brought in the Shevet Musar also. It enabled a person to become wealthy and taught him how to speak with wisdom. It contained such powerful properties that it was almost able to bring a person to the level of prophecy, having the Shoham. Okay, the stone was given to Yosef since he had good eyes. As it is says, a charming son in Yosef is Yosef, a charming son to the eye. That's pasuk in Bereshis. And on account of his prodigious memory, as it says, and Yosef remembered the dreams. He says he became a successful man. Those who are of the opinion that the future walls will be built of Shoham stone will find support in the verse that will eventually be fulfilled. They hopefully are soon in our days. The land will be filled with understanding of Hashem. It's pasuk in Yeshayahu. That is the power of the Shoham. What about the opinion that the walls will be built with the Yashbeh? Where is their support for that? The Shilta Giborim brings that the Yashbeh is a segula to make sure that he who wears it won't be given drugs or medicines that pose a danger. This stone was specifically designated for Binyamin to remind him of his mother's passing away during his birth. Even though she died, he was born completely healthy. Chazal further inform us in Yalkut Shimoni that Beis Hamikdash was built in Binyamin's portion, and because all the Shvatim collaborated in the selling of Yosef except for Binyamin. If the Beis Hamikdash had been built in one of the other portions of Eretz Yisrael, the Jewish people would not have been able to daven there for mercy. How could they stand and ask Hashem to have mercy on them if they didn't have mercy on their brother, but instead sold him into slavery? Additionally, Binyamin's stone in the Choshen was called Yashveh, whose letters can be divided into two words, Yesh Peh. There is a mouth. This alludes to Binyamin's unique character to daven to Hashem to have mercy on Klal Yisrael, as opposed to the other Shvatim who had the sale of Yosef hanging over their heads. And that is why the future walls will be built from Binyamin's stone, the Yashveh, to remind us that we will be protected by the Beis Hamikdash, and that the Beis Hamikdash is a place where we have a mouth, where what we daven will be answered for in the merit of Binyamin. In the end, Hashem settled the debate by deciding that the walls will be built with both stones, from the stones of both Rachel Imenu's sons. Why Rachel's sons specifically? Since Rachel was the one who refused to be consoled until Hashem promised to save her children. As it says in Yirmiyahu, she refuses to be comforted about her children, and as Ishayahu says, afflicted one, lashed by storms and not comforted. These verses allude to Rachel's refusal to be consoled for as long as her children are in danger. I will make your battlements of fine stones, means the walls, right? In the merit of both Rachel's sons, the walls will be built from Shoam and Yashveh, alluding to both Rachel's sons, Yosef and Binyamin, since their merits will forever be a source of support for Klal Yisrael, even at the end of days. That's from the Zera Shimshon, and we'll be all zeicha to see the end of days speedily in our days. Everybody have simchas, have a wonderful Shabbos. Kol tov.